welcome to my channel. For those of y'all who are new here, welcome. This is the Summer Heat Series. 20 minutes, either at home or at a gym, wherever floats your boat. We will be using some dumbbells in these series. I will obviously have the recommendations in the description down below for what dumbbells I'm using and what dumbbells I recommend. And in addition, we will be using some fun tools like a booty band. So if y'all have one of these bands, it's optional, but I'm gonna be using this a lot in this series. So even if y'all are not watching this for the summertime, if y'all stumble across this in the middle of December, welcome. We are here to bring the heat. I have not added the warm-up or cool-down for this series, but as always, I will link some videos that I've done in the past for mobility warm-ups and cool-down recommendations and suggestions, so make sure to check out the description down below. So the first exercise, y'all can grab your optional booty band and we're gonna place it right above the knees here. But we're gonna start from the bottom and work our way to the top. So we're gonna go ahead and have a slight bend in the knees, and we're gonna make sure that the band, if you're using the band, we're gonna make sure it's pushing outwards for the knees. We would wanna make sure we're not caving the knees in. That defeats the purpose. Reason being, we wanna make sure that IT band, the lateral portion of the glutes are activated in addition to the abductor complex. So from here, grabbing your two dumbbells, we're making sure your back is engaged. Again, none of this stuff, right? Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Your vision is gonna be 2 fist distance away from your toes. From here, we're gonna have a breath retention at the bottom, and then at 1/4 on the way up, you're gonna go ahead and exhale, shh, right here. Inhale on the way to the bottom. Breath retention, especially at the bottom position, and then 1/4 on the way up, exhale, shh. The reason being, we wanna make sure that we're not pulling from your low back, right? She doesn't like to be borrowed here, so we wanna make sure that your back is healthy. So breath, believe it or not, is very, very important for your muscle groups and preventing injury. Nice. Again, if you haven't started already, please start. Today's workout, we are focusing on 10 really, really good reps, but as always, y'all can be doing 8 reps, 12 reps, but I'm timing it so that we're doing 10 reps for each exercise. Nice, looking good. Few more reps left here, breathing through it, you got it. Last 2 reps, keep breathing through it, nice. And let's go ahead and slowly bring those dumbbells down. You got it. The next one, we have our heated exercise. So if you have the band on, let's go ahead and take the band off. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and do squat jumps or fast squats. So if you're doing the squat jump version, we're obviously gonna imagine you're sitting back into your imaginary chair. We're at the bottom, breath retention. Exhale on the way to the top, lifting through the legs and grabbing some air, or again, coming into a more variation, calf raise to squats. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Breathing deeply here. Whichever variation you're taking today, you wanna make sure you're seating into your imaginary chair, right? Stick that booty out. We don't wanna be here, right? Make sure those knees are not going past those toes. Nice. And really visualize the muscles working here. Really feeling your quads, your hammies, your glutes, all that good stuff. And if you're doing the calf raise version, you're really gonna feel the back posterior, specifically the ankle complex, the calves especially, but you should be feeling this all around the lower half. Nice, last 2, breathing, last one, nice. And let's go ahead and shake it off. Whew. Do you feel the heat yet? I certainly do. All right, next up, we're coming into back lunges. So I'll train back lunges, 1 back lunge. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. Let's go ahead and begin if you haven't already. Nice. So for back lunges, we wanna make sure that your upper body is not leaning forward excessively like this, right? Making sure your back is still engaged, even though we are doing a lunge. And I've also noticed with a couple of my clients that for lunges, a lot of people like to lift and lower the heel as we're doing the lunges. So just being mindful, please keep the heel lifted, especially on the way to the back. And if you do find yourself doing this situation, right, we don't wanna be in this weird awkward stance, right? Step your feet back a little bit, lift the heel up and squeeze down and up with the core. And you can always do this one without any weights. if you need. Form is more important than doing a BS half exercise. So we wanna make sure we're engaging the muscle groups so we're getting an effective workout. Nice. We have last one on each side. Keep breathing through it. Nice. Looking good. And let's go ahead and slowly take the dumbbells aside for a second. You already know the drill. Making sure you're clearing some space so we're not knocking into anything here. So clear some space. Next up, we're doing some skaters. So we're going to one side, either a hop, the other leg crosses back, kind of like a curtsy lunge situation, and then grabbing some air. Other side, leg draws back into curtsy, and right here. Now, if you wanna take no jump, right, just doing it a little bit faster on the floor. Notice my feet is not lifting off the floor, but actively moving, and you can even bring the arms into play. Nice, all right. And if you're more advanced, right, you can catch all the way to the floor. I almost lost my balance there, but if you haven't already, we're already started right here. Nice, looking good. And again, you can make this as hard and as easy as y'all want. It just depends on your pace, right? It's still gonna be challenging, even if you're here, if you go a little bit faster. Nice, looking good. Last one on each direction right here. Let's go. Nice, and let's go ahead and pause. Whew. All right, now we're gonna bring back the dumbbells. For this one, option to bring both dumbbells into play, or if you feel the heat already and you're like, whew, that is way too much cayenne pepper today, just drop it to one. Nice, all right. For this next one, if you're using one, doesn't matter, horizontal or vertical, we're doing squats right here. Inhale on the way down, breath retention. Exhale, one fourth on the way up. Exhale here. And if you're using two, we are right here. Front, racked, dumbbell squats. Nice. All right, keep breathing through, y'all. Awesome work here. And a reminder, especially at the top, please do not load up your spine and bring that pelvis forward, right? You wanna make sure they're keeping a nice neutral spine and squeezing inwards for your glutes, right? Rather than upwards. Nice, looking good, you got it. We have 2 more reps left here. Really breathing through this one right here. Nice. Last one, let's go. Awesome. And let's go ahead and set those dumbbells down aside for just a moment. All right, next up, jump lunges, alternating or fast lunges. All right, for this one, again, you can either do fast version if you want to add a little bit of abdominal squeeze at the top, feel free to do it. Or your advanced OG coming into lunge jumps right here. Nice, whichever variation, we're starting now. Nice, looking good. And again, whichever variation, you can make it as easy or as less intense as y'all would like, especially if you're starting to feel like you're gasping for air. No need to do too hard, right? We don't want to pass out here, so want to make sure you're still getting the effective exercise in. The main thing is to keep going, right? Do not just stop unless you're dizzy or something like that, but making sure you're still working. Nice, looking good. No shame to bring down the intensity a little bit. And even if you're not doing some jumps, you can still go a little bit faster. Nice. Last one on each side. Awesome. And let's go ahead and pause. Whew. All right, if you need to take a quick water break, feel free to do it now. Next up, we are moving on to core. So we're gonna go ahead, come all the way back down on your forearms. So from here, we won't be needing a weight for this one, but we'll pick it up in just a second. So we're gonna come into some alternating hip dips. So squeezing your inner thighs together, dipping your hip one direction, exhale towards the bottom, hover those hips off the floor. Inhale, back into neutral. Nice, let's go ahead and get started if you haven't already. Exhale at the bottom, inhale into plank. Nice, and again, if you feel like the plank is not in your exercises today or in your workout, you can feel free to just bring your knees down, step them upside behind you a little bit more, and you can do a little modified version of hip dips. So exhaling down, inhaling the center. The main thing here is to make sure, even on your knees, not doing this number, right? Making sure your low back is not the primary mover, our core is. Nice, looking good. Keep going, y'all. We are almost there. We have 3 more on each side. Breathing through it, do not hold your breath. I know it's tempting, it's hard, right? And we wanna hold our breath to keep going, y'all. Nice, this is where changes happen. Last one, right here on each side. Nice, and let's take a quick moment of breath. Sitting up for just a second, catching your breath. Whew. All right, I definitely am drenched in sweat. I hope you are too. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do now either fast or slower mountain climbers. Either way, we're gonna get a little bit more heat here in the abdomen. So whenever you're ready, coming onto your high plank position. And here, version 1, a little bit faster, right? Just traditional mountain climbers. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And version 2, a little bit slower. Exhale, bring one knee in. Inhale back, just like that. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Wherever we are, we have 10 good quality, strong reps right here. Nice. Keep breathing, y'all. You got this. Nice work. We have 3, 2, last one on each side. And let's go ahead and slowly roll those wrists for just a second. We're gonna pick up our dumbbells. Nice. I know you feel it. Awesome. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab one dumbbell. Coming into, you can either do this in standing. I'm gonna show it in tall kneeling, but we're gonna go ahead and do some halos. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and bring your elbows into 90 degrees and one direction. We're just gonna do 8 for this one. Take it nice and slow and doing our little halos here. And as always, if you'd like to grab, if you're in a gym setting or even at home, you wanna sit down and do this and your knees are like, I do not wanna do this, feel free to do it. Or again, y'all can also do it in a standing version, but making sure that we're not arching the back, keeping nice and neutral, and really focusing on the triceps and now arms. Nice, looking good. Keep going, y'all. We have 2 more on this side. Nice. And keep the navel drawn into your spine, protect that low back. And let's go ahead and set it down for just a second. If you did one of those numbers like me, reset. And you already know the drill. Let's go ahead and switch the direction of the circle. Nice, nice work. I know it is very, very challenging, but again, you showed up today, right? You wanted to do the work today. You wanted to get and feel the heat for the summer. So I know you can do it. I know sometimes it feels almost unattainable, but you're doing it with me here. Let's go. Keep breathing through it. Nice. We just have 3 more right here. Do not give up. You did not come this far to give up. Awesome. Last one right here. Woo. And let's go ahead and slowly set that aside. Shake it off for just a second. We're gonna stand all the way up if you haven't been standing already. All right, next up, we're gonna do some jacks right here, traditional jacks. If you like, just lessen the intensity, slower jack. Exhale, open, inhale, reset. Nice. All right, let's go. 10 reps right here. Awesome. And here, even though we are not exactly doing a lower body or upper body, we're doing everything, right? We're still keeping the core nice and engaged here, right? Squeeze that navel in towards your spine and squeeze your back muscles as we open and breathing through it. Nice. Looking good. You're looking so, so good. I know you feel your sweat dripping off your face because I do. Nice. Last one, and catch your breath. Again, if you ever need to take a water break, feel free to do it. I usually don't, but you have the luxury of pausing the video and coming right back. Nice, all right, awesome. Now we get to the fun stuff. We're coming into some of the final exercises today, but we're not done yet. So grabbing again your single dumbbell, and here you have an option. I'm gonna be holding my dumbbell in a vertical position, but y'all can have the option to hold it in the horizontal position. So we're doing pullovers, and if you're in a gym setting, you can feel free to grab a bench and do this on the bench, but I'm gonna be demonstrating on the floor. Main thing here for the back position is your low back, right? Make sure you do not have any gap between the low back and the floor. Squeeze that navel in towards the floor. Imagine you have a $100 bill or even $1 million behind your low back. Do not let that $1 million bill go, especially in this economy. All right, from here, squeeze your arms together towards the center. Slight bend in those elbows. Exhale, reaching over the dumbbell overhead, your head, and then inhale back into that neutral position, chest height or level. We never want to go down towards your belly button, right? That defeats the purpose of the pullover and engagement for the arms. So you want to make sure you're stopping. When you look down, it should be roughly chest level, and then back into open and back to center. Nice. And again, if you're here in that horizontal position, feel free to hold it in the center and do one of this number, kind of like when we do a skull crusher, if you will. But I know that name always sounds haunting. We're not crushing your skull today, but I know, it sounds crazy. Awesome work. Wherever you are, keep breathing through it. And this one, you want to take it nice and slow. Really feel those muscles engage. Now we're working on lats and slowly shoulders and back. Changing the focus here. Nice. Looking good. Last one right here. Breathing. Engage those muscles, and let's go ahead and slowly set the dumbbell aside. Now, this one is not gonna feel too much because we've been jumping and huffing and puffing all this video, but still gonna be challenging. The next heated exercise, we're gonna be doing a Superman. And for this one, we're gonna be doing a Superman met a swimmer and is on a little bit of too much Celsius, let's put it like that. Awesome. Exhaling to lift the legs and arms up off the floor. Swim back and try to meet your hands behind you. If it doesn't touch, no worries. The idea is to squeeze at the top, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your back and your arms, and then inhale back forward. And you can make this as hard or easy as you like. Lifting up at the top and bringing everything to hover at the bottom, right here. Let's go ahead and begin if you haven't already. Again, you can make this harder by going a little bit faster. And if anytime you feel any kind of tension in your head and the neck, looking down and taking a little bit slower for the pace. Nice. I know you feel it. Squeeze the back, squeeze arms and the glutes. Nice. We have last 3. Keep breathing through it, y'all. You got this. Awesome. Last one coming up right here. Nice. And let's go ahead and slowly take a breather, take a pause. All right, are y'all ready? We are here at the very last set here. We are coming into, I know, not our favorite, but push-ups. So we're gonna go ahead, either coming into our full version of push-ups, just OG push-ups, right? Coming into here, wide OG push-ups, or if you need to come on your knees, 10 good high quality rep push-ups. Again, if you don't go down all the way, no worries. Even if you're right here, right, you wanna make sure your low back is in here. We're not doing this either, right? So keeping that nice neutral pelvis, neutral plank position. Bring your body weight a little bit more forward, and let's go ahead and begin right here, either on your knees or toes. Nice, looking good. Breathing through it. We're almost there. Keep breathing through it, y'all. Really engaging the back, engaging the core, and all that good stuff. And if you're on your toes, and if you feel like you need to reset, you can always bring your feet out wide and continue to do push-ups in this wide position. Nice. Last 2 reps right here. Nice work. Last one. Boom. And pause for just a second. We're not done yet. Last movement of the day. You made it. We're doing plank jacks. Let's go. You probably know this. Version 1, jump in, jump out. Version 2, tap, or even do a lift. Nice. Let's go. Right here. Last 10 reps. Do not give up. You did not come this far to give up. I believe in you. Nice. Halfway. Right here. Breathing through it. Do not hold the breath. Nice. Looking good. Last 2, 1, and rest. That's it. If your mat is not covered in sweat, redo the workout. I'm just kidding. Awesome work, y'all. So proud of y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this workout. As always, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if y'all enjoyed watching this. And welcome to the Heat series. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Bye, y'all. You did it. Do y'all see the sweat? This is what we call the post-summer glow. No highlighter, just natural highlights.